good evening, and welcome everyone in live stream land and those who are watching. We are going to do our markups right now. It is May the 20th, and we're going to mark up the Monday box. The thing I love about the Monday box is that it is the high and the low of the market. Those of you who are sitting in on Zoom, can you hear me okay? I just want to make sure before I go forward. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Is the music
Yeah,
too
we hear
loud
you.
or is it okay?
Okay.
Is it too loud for anyone?
Sound good to
No.
me.
Okay,
No.
everybody's good. Okay, cool. So the first thing I want you to always do with gold, the brokers are different and everybody has a different broker, okay? So the Monday box is extremely powerful for those of you who have access to this technology. It's going to tell you the high of the market, and I want you to mark that, right? So the high of the market right now is at about 2049.65. Let's see what we look like if we take it to just straight 2050. You know, I like to operate in whole numbers. Yeah, let's go 20, 40, 50 for the high. You want to remember this. You want to remember this, okay? And for the low, let's take that down to 2407. Okay? So this is what we're looking at right now. Now, what we typically do, I'm going to put that line. There's a line in the middle. That's your halfway mark. So we're going to mark that middle line. It's about right there. In the middle line, it is what it is. Don't change it. Okay. So there's your middle line. When the market is in this section, the market is going to buy. All right. You're going to wait for a green candle or a blue candle, depending on your chart, to open and close. All right. This one right here is ideal. And then it's going to push to the top. What we're getting ready to see right now, as we get ready to go into London session, the market is going to push down. It's going to go to about 2407, which is really, really important. Okay. Because it's going to come down here. You see here, it wicked it. What it did before is going to do it again. All right. So expect that market to come down right now to 2407. If the market comes outside of 2407, we're looking for a candle to open and close. And I prefer Hakanashi candles. Okay. Because these candles tell a story. It tells me, yo, the market is buying up. Okay. The market is selling down. It paints a clear picture. So that's why I prefer Hakanashi candles in their momentum candles. Okay. So again, here it's telling us 2407. If you're going to get in for a sale, you need to be looking to sell down to 2407. Anything past 2407, I wouldn't even fool with it until the candle opens and closes underneath. Does that make sense? So we want the candle to open and close. And if the candle opens and closes, it's going to match your last set of red candles here. Okay. So the market could come all the way down here. Right there to 2382 if we get the drop. Now, those of us who train with us, you know, we measure this box. I got my ruler and I'm going to go from the bottom to the top. And that is telling me to expect about 42 points on gold, which is a beautiful thing. So what does that mean? When gold breaks out for real and it has to do a break and a retest, if you don't know what that means, you have to attend a private session. But it has to do a break and a retest. But when it does break out, it's either going to break out down here for the sale, okay? Or it's going to break out up here for the buy. Wherever it breaks out, it's going to give you 42 points at a minimum. Mark my word, okay? You can back test it and you will see, yep, that's what it does, okay? So from here to here, we're only at about 31. We want to go all the way to 42, okay? So I'm going to push this up. And I'm going to measure from here down here. I want to go to 42. Now, me, I'm not greedy, okay? So I'm going to go to 40. I'm going to mark 40 right there at 2366. And so if the market breaks out for a sale, I'm personally going to sell it to 2366, okay? That is going to be my low. 9 times out of 10, it will go much lower. All right, but I like to be in and out. So that's my low for if it breaks out for a sale, okay? And I will know that it broke out for a sale because the candle is going to open, it's going to close, and then it's going to shoot. It's going to do a break and a retest. All right, now let's look at the top. I'm going to measure the top here. Again, I'm looking to go about 40, right? So 40 is about right here at 24.90. So I'm going to put my horizontal line here. I make my buy sections blue, my sell sections red, okay? So I'm looking for a high of 24.90. I like whole numbers. 24.90 if the market buys, okay? If it buys, I'm looking for it to go all the way to 24.90 when it breaks out of the box, okay? And then the low, I'm looking for it to go to 23.66. Any questions about that? All right, so that's the high and the low. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna mark up my zones. Now, I'm gonna go to a higher time frame. I'm gonna go ahead and save this chart under 520. And there you have it, okay? So that I can come back to this. Now I'm gonna go to the hour time frame, just as an example so that you can see what I'm talking about, okay? I'm gonna show you a breakout, all right? And then, this is the thing I love about this technology. Bless them. It does the same thing over and over again, okay? So the market played in here last week. This is last week. Did the market break out for a buy or did the market break out for a sale last week?
A buy.
A buy, okay? It broke out at the top of the box and that thing bought up like hotcakes, okay? If I measure this box, the bottom of the box was at 31, all right? The market went from the top of that box all the way up to the new box was 41. I'm telling you, the technology is amazing. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. It's a beautiful thing, okay? The market the previous week broke out for a buy, same thing, okay? And then when it breaks out like later in the week, it typically is gonna do this. But you see here, it broke out one time, it pulled back, and then it broke out again. Always expect it to pull back when it breaks out that first time. Here, it broke out for a sale, pulled back, broke out for a sale again, pulled back some more, shot back down. Even if you were stuck in a trade right here, when that market came back down, it would have wicked you into your profit, okay? But that's why I'm not greedy. Do not be greedy, do not be greedy, do not be greedy, because you don't want to get caught up in this turnaround. But then again, you can also use wolf in conjunction with this, and it's going to tell you your areas of resistance. All right, let's go back to the 15-minute chart. All right, and then again, you got your numbers. You need to see where this broker is and where is your broker. This broker right now is at 24.14. Capiche? Everybody clear on that? So now the only thing that I've come on here to do is I've come to find the zone, right? Because if the market doesn't break out, fine with me. I'm going to catch the consolidation zone and I'm going to make my money there all week long. So I'm going to look for where are the candles consolidating right here. Does everybody see that? The market is going sideways. When the market is going sideways, that's where the consolidation is. Capiche? So that is at about 24.38. Y'all know I really prefer to see what 24.39 look like. 24.39 is fine with me. Okay. And I'm going to take that one point only. 24.40. All right. I only need 1 point. I only need 1 point because I'm going to ride this thing the entire time. Okay. So my first entry is going to be 24.39 to 24.40. And I'm going to set it up, me personally, as a pending order. Okay. Because that's what I'm expecting it to do. All right. That's a good one. I don't like to get in too high at the top of the box, but let me check this one right here. Nah, I think I'm gonna just hang out right there. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that one for now. You could go 42 to 43 for those of you who are adventurous. I'm just gonna take that one for now, okay? And then for the sale, again, I'm looking for where's the market going sideways consistently. Look, right in here, bam, okay? Right in here, going through here. I needed to hit the top and the bottom of my bracket, okay? So this one is at about 24.17. I'm gonna put it at 0.5, which is gonna be fine. And then I move in 1 point. So I'm at 17. So now I'm going to be at 18.5. Okay. And then I'm going to change my color to red. Any confusion about that? You have to adjust the numbers to wherever your broker is. So the sale stop is 18.5 to 17.5 for me. That's how I trade. I just like to move that way. Okay. And these are my other zones that I know are going to be coming once the market drops all the way down. What's that? 18.5. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at in here. Now, the only other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to save my chart always. I'm going to have a quick look over here. I want to look at Wolf right quick, and I just want to identify any areas of resistance or consolidation zones that I see. Okay, what was the high? 24.50. I'm just doing the same thing here so that I can see the areas of resistance. 2407. All right, so there we have it. And so we see there's a lot of resistance in here. And this needs to come all the way through. This area right here, you guys, is lovely, okay? So this one right here is 24.40 to 39. Let me see. That's right in this box. And as you can see, the market continues to wick through here. Okay. And I was telling you last week, you could really set your zones up inside of these boxes because it's telling you the market has to, these are the gatekeepers. It can't go beneath this until it goes through this, right? If it's going to continue to sell. So if it's going to continue to sell, it's got to come all the way down here. That's why it keeps beating up this area right here, because that candle has to open and close in order to push. And immediately when it did that, another area came out. It has to open and close in order to push. So guess what it's going to do? It's going to hang out in your Monday box this week. All right. So I feel good about that. And those are your numbers. So those are zones. I'm only going to take a buy stop and a sell stop within the Monday box. Are there any questions? Those of you that are trading futures, you can absolutely put these in as a pending order on futures. You just need to make sure that you look at where this broker is and where your broker is and have the same numbers. So if it's off by 6 points, the futures broker is typically higher, then you want to make sure that you make those adjustments to these numbers, right? So if it was 2417.5, then you're going to add 6 on your futures broker so that you can be in at the same point. Are there any questions? Any questions? Because I'm done. I'm good to go. Did you guys write them down? Any questions? No questions? Let me check the chat right quick. The green box, this is called the Monday box. It forms every Sunday to Monday, and it gives us the high and the low of the market, and you will see that the market is going to hang out in here all week long until it breaks out of the Monday box. And when it does, you always want to measure the Monday box. It has a specific time frame. That's a good question. Any other questions? Or you guys good? You got your numbers? Yeah. Yes, no, maybe so, Dr. LA.
Yes.
Yeah, you good to go. All right. Well, let's see what happens in London. And then let me just do a quick check. Oh, yeah. So we're definitely looking to do some selling down, right? Look, y'all, the trade hit. Y'all didn't even notice that. That thing has come down. So it's going to come back up. I'm not worried. And then remember, when it comes back up, I'm going to be looking to go 2417.5 to 2018.5, 2040.39 to 2440. Okay. It's a beautiful zone right here. This is going to be super nice. And then again, when it comes back up here, if it get ready to break for the buy, you're going to be fine as well. Okay. So you can use these numbers. You can go watch the zones as they go up, watch the zones as they go down. Capiche? All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good night. I will drop the recording in the chat and you can look at it and then practice doing the same thing on your own and then finding your zones of consolidation. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you.